Zodiac.
That is the one, that's the invitation song, that's one that I'm telling y'all, it isn't right with the words.
Oh, yeah?
This is where I sleep, it's not about a woman in her bed or something.
Huh. Well, correct it.
Invitation song.
Tell him.
You're inviting poop to your bed. You know, in my head, that's the way it works. Anyway, I have questions about that.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, we'll have to look at that.
Or something then.
Yeah.
Anyway, I like the song. But, you know, I just kind of wonder, who are you inviting to your bed? You know,
Peter.
because I have Style Wow.
Mm.
Let's see. Style Wow B, Way Najee. What is Style Wow B, Way Najee?
Trade or sell Dowlow. And say it again.
Style Wow B, Way Najee. No, that's it.
Some one woman I did. I don't know.
Are you going to a store and buying this woman, or is she selling something?
We'll get back to you on that one. I'll ask Justin.
Things go through my head whenever you say that. It makes no sense to me.
Keep singing.
She knows some of the language.
So was real giant. Just got our in-person people. We're just letting them come in and get situated real quick, and then probably get started around 6:05.
This was me with Blue's guy's one little ponytail right here, a little tiny one. And then we ran into sister and Sienna is 3 months younger than Blue's guy. And she had fully beaded fucking big old big hair ties in her hair and this big old bunch of hair. You know what
Cameron might have seen a specific example tonight wherever I was working on a document and stuff, or wherever.
Yeah, it's a Zoom meeting.
Wait,
Language.
you can go back and stuff.
For these people.
I mean, it's just something that, like,
How do
you
I
know,
mean
it's
language
not just that,
Zoom
like, over
class?
you see something that's not going to be necessarily consistent, you just can't get stuck. And I'll just encourage him to keep moving forward. Like, you can't get stuck on stuff on.
Manaparawami language Zoom meeting.
Well, I do have something I'm working on. It's a year calculator, and it kind of shows an example of some of those bigger numbers. But I mean, as you get bigger, one of the things that Justin was telling me, what I was told is that we wouldn't really use like those higher numbers a lot, you just say Jash, and because we didn't hoard. So like, as far as like getting into those like higher numbers, we really wouldn't. Yeah, we really wouldn't do that. And the same thing with the clock. I know we were going over the time. I know everybody's kind of listening right now, but we were kind of going over the time, and then same thing with the years with that Roman calendar, like it just kind of finding the equivalent in the language. It's still not a traditional system that's being used, but just another way to use the language. And that's, but we're also going through the months too. But you can't get stuck on something that's not inherently Potawatomi, and then try to make it Potawatomi. I mean, you could Potawatomize something, but I just kind of remember that, like, hey, we didn't do it like that. So I mean, yeah, no, thank you. Let's see. Okay, if everybody wants to get the skit out in front of them, and I'll start sharing. That way everybody can kind of see the document. Let's see. Oh, wrong one. Let's see. 328, 326.
Gotta match everything up, okay?
Hey, you guys ready? I'm gonna head down.
But I'm looking for my sock.
Oh.
Share the screen. I just opened it. Got one open right now. Let's see. 326. There we go.
Did you look in your shoe? Where are your shoes?
Where are my other shoes? Did you get them?
Your Jordan?
Yeah.
She probably left them in the pool because I had Gemma's shoes. I thought you grabbed your own shoes.
Come down and do it. Take a key.
Little- fine.
Vincent, go with her.
No, you didn't have my shoes. You probably had Gio's because I brought my own up.
No, I brought them up and put them right down by the bathroom there.
Oh.
I just had it. Why is it doing this? Okay.
Maybe you were busy looking for the lost shoes.
Oh, we're on the 28th. Excuse me. Here we go. Okay, that's the right one. Okay, let's see. Still got people coming in.
Well, I just don't have the skit. I didn't have the skit. But I can look on. Is it the old?
No, it's new. Today's. Okay,
They use a couple, there's so much. Let's try this one, I guess.
this one's on. Okay, you got this one on too. Me and you'll do this first one, and then they can start going around. Okay, let's begin. Me and Josie are gonna start doing this first one. It's a two-person skit, but I don't know, we might it's kind of a short one. So we got let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 people in person, 11 people online. So let's see, yeah, we kind of go around a couple of times. So
Hey, Cole,
yes.
Could you enlarge that just a little bit for this old guy?
Yes, sir.
Miigwech.
It's probably because there's space document.
That's
area.
great. That's great. Miigwech.
Let's see. Guy Nqueshquinne?
Showing Destiny Nagi Queshquanan.
Nijetsu ga Michiwi, excuse me. Nijetsu ga Michiwi and Shoda.
Nametsanan, Ginovich and Go Watso Gizo.
Wate ya cho Nagotasin. Nagzotasin. Tkean men Dejnakas.
Umashikanon Desnakas. When that Egi in Queshquanan.
Ehe. Cho weekend de Miquendesin ni Noswanen.
Oh, we make when that woman.
Winet Miquech. Skejameuk.
Mama P.
All right, we kind of did that a little fast. We're gonna slow that down. Yeah, we just kind of cruising, doing what we usually do. All right, so Gi Nquesh Quen Ne. So go ahead and say it with me. Gi Nquesh Quen Ne. That's have I met you?
Cho. Then Desin Egi in Queshquanan.
You want to break it down for him a little slower?
Cho. Nin Desin Egi in Queshquanan.
So have I met you? I don't think I have met you on that second one. So Nijetsu ga Michewiyen Shoda. So Nijetsu, how long? And then that ga in the past, and then Michewiyen, you worked here. How long have you worked here?
Nemetsana. Nemetsana. Ginovich. Ngo. Watso. Gizo.
Said I don't know, 6 months. So that Nemetsana, I don't know. And that Ginovich maybe, and then Ngotwatso, y'all know 6, and then Gizok months. And then you got that plural in there at the end. Wateya. It's like wow. Cho Nagzotasin. I don't pay attention. So Cho Nagzotasin. Yep. And then next one is your name, and then Ndejnakas. So my name is, so whatever your name is, and then Ndejnakas. Miigwech. And then same thing on that next line. The next person responds with their name, and then Ndejnakas. So another example of that N, you're not necessarily saying Ndejnakas, you're saying Ndejnakas. Ndejnakas. You almost don't hear that N. Ndejnakas. Then
Winet. Egi. Nquesh. Wanan. Nquesh. Wanan.
so it's good we met. So that when that good or it's good, and that Egi in the past tense, and then Nqueshquanon, and then that we met. And then Ehe Chowika Nde Miquendesin Ni Noswenen. So Ehe Chowika Nde Mikwendesin Ni Noswinen. I never remember names.
Gui Mikwineb Woman.
Maybe when that would never want to.
How we Mikwineb Woman.
How to be, maybe when that,
So, okay, I will remind you. So, how, okay, and then, Gui, I will remind you, Mikwineb Woman. Let's see, Gui, okay. The next one is Winnett
what it,
Miguez. I'm sure y'all know that one. So it's good, thank you. And then this next one is just another way to say later. Skejimayuk. Skejimayuk.
it place.
Yeah, later.
Bama P.
Baba,
Bama P.
Baba,
Later on.
All right, let's see, we got another person coming in, and looks like we got 13 now. So let's see, even though this is kind of a short skit, we'll kind of like do groups of 4, do groups of 4. And then like y'all can kind of like go in turns, like in order, 1 through 4. So we'll do the first 4. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So we'll have a mixed group on that second go round in person, and then we'll start moving through the Zoom folks. So,
1, 2, 3, 4, is that what you're saying?
all right, actually, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, maybe we could just do, yeah. Just want to do 1, 2. Yeah.
So they know which one it is.
Yeah, we can do, yeah, let's just do, person 1 and 2. That way it's less confusing or whatever. So,
He, the question, next. Have I met? Don't know that scene, the question.
went on. Is this one on?
Just so God, make sure we showed up. The mezzanar did a veg built once so he sold it. What the yard showed, not though, Totten,
Coffee.
coffee,
Uh,
he's not afraid of this because. He go away and there's the cost. When that, the question went on. I heard Jawika that when they sing the Noshman. How do we make when that woman? Well, that big wedge. Sketch me up. Mama P.
good Doweegasm. Y'all did great. All right. You got this. So, which one? Nope. So, Steve, do you want to be person 1? And then, Dawn and Rachel, Robin and Rachel, right? I got it this time. Okay. So, Robin, you want to be person 2? All right. Oh, you want to be the other? Huh?
No.
Who? Yeah. I mean, I'm cool with it. All right.
Good Charlotte, don't get.
He's like, Steve's trying to go to the next. You got this, Steve. You've been doing great lately. Just ride the bike. Yeah, I can turn the light. Yeah.
You turn the light on.
Yeah.
tiene cuál name. Okay.
Joe. Mendelssohn, Andy, Where's Quill? We're not.
That's all. Yeah. Showed it.
Maxima. And go. What? Go. That's wrong.
What's a ya? Yeah.
Show. You got it. So toss.
Nagzoltasim. So remember when you see that two consonants together at the beginning, you only have to say one. So Nagzoltasin and hit those eyes.
So toss it.
Tasin.
Now so toss it.
Say that's you. So you say your name.
The dash and house.
Oh, let's say your name first.
Steve Nadesh and house.
Eh.
Robin and Des Picard. Lynette and Key. The question went on.
Eh.
And then, so we come. They bequest. Bequest.
Desin. Remember, hit those eyes or e's. Equendesin. Anytime you see an I, it's e.
And then bequest.
Desin.
The
Two e's. Yeah.
no sweated.
A house. Me. McQuinn.
You're doing good.
Quinn, Liv, woman.
Yeah. That's it.
Lynette being much. Gets a man.
Gedoeism. It sounded good. So remember with if it's those first two letters are the same, you only have to say it once. Remember what those eyes are. Yep. You got it.
There's that Steve and freshman.
Eh?
Me. That's so. Me.
Eh?
That's all that.
The medicine on.
That's all. Get a match. What's up?
Eh?
Oh. Yeah.
So that first one was Watea. Remember? Eh? Wanan.
So. Okay. Okay. For Sunday. How we, when we have wrong, when that.
Goodell-ism. That was good. That sounded good. Heck yeah. I heard y'all making corrections too. Y'all were correcting. Yeah, that was good. Let's see.
G, the question or name?
Nequeshquin. Nay. Uh-huh. Here, hit that, I wasn't sure if I heard you right on that one. Hit that line again.
G, the question or name?
Uh-huh, yeah. You said it right the first time. I was deaf. So and then Nendesin Agi Nequeshquinon.
Question, William.
No, Michewi Michewiyen Shoda. Okay, hit that line again.
Me just so, we shall we show
Nemetsana Gnebich and Got Watso Gizo.
Let's say it show. Now to go past.
Tasin. And really hit that Watea. So do that line again.
So now to party. Debbie. Your car.
Keamet and Desnakas. Keamet and Desnakas. When that Agi Nequeshwinon.
So. We have. And there, we. When you claim this thing means no swimming.
Aha, Gui Miquineb woman.
And then you wish.
You good?
Yeah, you say that.
Mama P. All right, good though. Dang. Y'all did great. All right, let's get some Zoom folks in there. Who wants to be the first two?
Can I be in there?
Yeah. Is that
I'll be,
Colton and Chuck?
yeah, I'll be two.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Y'all kick it off whenever y'all are ready.
Nequesh Kewinne.
Cho Nindesin Agi Nequeshquinon.
Nijetso Gamik Chewian Shode.
Nemetsana Ganabich Goat Watso Gijok.
Watea Cho Gajo. Not Jo, Zo.
Nagzo.
Nagzo Tasin. Colton Dejnakas.
Chuck Ndejnakas. Wanet Agi Nequeshquinon.
Ehe Chowika Nde Mikwin Desin Ni Noswinin.
Aha, Gui Mikwen Neb Woman.
Yeah, you said it right.
Okay.
Winet Mikwech. Shkejimeyek.
Bama P.
Y'all cruise through that. Godot Weegism. All right, let's get the next two.
I'll
Who wants
do
to-
it. This is Julie.
Neglect Julie. Who wants to be her partner? Oh, I hear somebody trying.
That's me. I'll do it.
Ira? I think
Yeah.
that's what. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead whenever y'all are ready.
Yi Nequeshquenne.
Cho and Cho and Desnin Iga ne question Nequeshquinan.
Ni jetso ga Mi'kmaq shode.
Metsena. Gine. Ginebit. Ginebit.
Ginebit.
Go. Watso. Gizo.
Watea cho nagatzo tessin.
Nogzotasin.
Nagzotasin.
There it is.
And Giguas Indishnakas.
We switch those. Julie Ndeshnakas.
Wenet Egi. Nequeshquinen.
Went on.
Wenan.
Mm-hmm.
Nequeshquinan.
Ehe chowika inta Mi'kwendesin ni noswinen.
Aha. We meet when Manab women.
Yep. Mi'kmaq woman. So hit that line again.
We meet when Wab Naman.
So you can kind of stop.
for me.
Yeah, for sure. That's a long one. You can kind of end on the neb. So Mi'kmaq and then come into the woman. So Mi'kmaq woman.
Mi'kmaq woman.
There it is. Yeah.
Mi'kmaq woman.
Mm-hmm.
Wenet Mi'gwech. Shkajimayak.
Bamapi.
Godwism. Y'all sounded good. Heck yeah. All right. Let's get our next two, y'all. We're cruising.
I can go.
What? Who's that? Mendoke? Who wants to be the partner?
I can do it. This is Josette.
Miguel still's it. Whenever y'all are ready.
Gigi Nequeshquen ne.
Remember, you only have to say it
Me.
once. It's two.
Oh, Gi Nequeshquene.
Uh-huh.
Cho, Dendasin, Igi, Nequeshquena.
Ni Jitso ga Mikdoen Yuen Shode.
Almost. Mitchewi yen. See that feathered E?
Mitchewiyen.
Mitchewi yen. Mm-hmm.
Mitchewiyen.
So hit that line again.
Ni Jitso ga Mitchewiyen Shode.
Nemetsina, Denabach, Nabot, Watso, Gizo.
Watea Cho Nagatzosasen.
Almost. So Nogzo Tasi.
Nagzo Tasin.
Mm-hmm. So hit that line again.
Watea Cho Nagotasin.
Almost. Nogzo.
Nagzo Tasin.
Uh-huh. One more time.
Watea Cho Nagot.
Nope. So,
Na.
all right. You can say it with me. So 1, 2, 3. Nogzo Tasin.
Tasin.
One more time. Nogzo Tasin. All right. Third time. Nogzo Tasin. All right. Hit that line again.
Watea Cho Nagzo Tasin.
There it is.
Mendoke Indigenakas.
Josette, Dendash, Wenet, Iga, Nequeshquenan. Wenet, Igi,
Uh-huh.
Nequeshquenan.
Cho Wike Nidi Mikwendesin. Nide.
Nde. You can kind of you don't necessarily have to say the na, just like that on the Ndejnakas on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Nde. You can kind of flow into it. Nde. Mikwendesin.
Nde Mikwendesin. Ne Noswenen.
Aha,
Gui. Mick Winnabob. Oh wait. Mick Winnob woman. Mick
Very,
Winnob woman.
oh, very close. Yeah, definitely you can end on that B, but it's Mequineb, and then go into the Wobbin. So that E right there, Mequineb Woman.
Mick Winnob woman.
Uh-huh.
Winnet Miigwech. Shijimayak.
Bamafi.
Dawigism. Doing great. Sounded good. See, who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Miigwetch. Who's that? I didn't see it. Who wants to be her partner?
This is Marge and I'll try it.
Miigwetch, Marsh. So y'all kick it off whenever y'all are ready.
Gimme Gwenne.
So Gi
Ye
Nekwesh
Quest Gwenne.
Nekwesh Quen.
Nequesh Quinn Nay.
Uh-huh.
Joe, Nendesin, Agi, Nukweshwanan.
Ni Jetso Ga Ma
Meek.
Mi Quinn Cha Wigan Shodi Shode.
Yeah, Shoda. But remember, okay, so right after that, Meekcha it is a feathered E. So Meekchawian.
Meekchawian.
So Meekchawian.
Meekchawigan.
Nope, yin, not gin. No G there. Nijetso
Nijetso
Ga
Ga
Meek
Eek
Chawian.
Jowian.
Shoda.
Shoda.
All right, hit that line again.
Nijetso Ga Mi Cha Wigan
Nope.
Shode.
Meek.
Meek.
Meek. All right. So you say it with me. All right. So we're gonna do it a couple times. Meek.
Meek.
Chawian.
Chawian.
Meek.
Meek.
Chawian.
Chawian.
Meek Chawian.
Meek Chawian.
Meek Chawian.
Meek Chawian.
Meek Chawian.
Meek Chawian.
Yen. So Meek Chawian.
Meek Chawian.
Shoda.
Shoda.
Nijetso ga Meek Chawian Shoda.
Nijetso ga Meek Chawian Shode.
Nemetsana, Gunebech, Nagot, Watso, Gisak.
Watea Cho Nazotasan.
Nagzo Tasin.
Nazo Tossing.
Nog
Nog
Zotasin.
Zotossing.
Okay. Watea
Watea
Cho
Cho
Nagzotasin.
Nogzotossing.
So hit that line by yourself.
Watega Cho
Watea
Watea Cho Nogzotossen. Sabrina does not I could say that well ago.
You had it. I heard it. So Ndejnikas.
Desnikov.
So Brina.
Brina Nadezhnikos.
Uh-huh.
Marge Nadezhnikos. Gwinnett Agi Noqueshwanon.
Ehi Cho Eh
Ehe.
Eh Eh
Ehe.
Eh Eh Cho Wika Na
De.
Ne
De.
De
De.
Nade.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, there
Nade.
you go.
Me Quandason.
McWen.
Me Quinn Dezen.
Dessine.
Decine.
McWen Dessine.
Me Quinn Decine. Ni Noswin Day.
Ne.
Noswin. Noswin.
Noswinen. So remember, so the O's are always the O sound. So Noswinen. So, and then that's a knee right there.
Noswinin.
Yeah, knee Noswinen. So, Ehe. Cho Wika.
Chawika.
De Miquen Dessine.
De Mawi
Miquen
Decine.
Dessine. Mm-hmm.
Me can Decine. Ni Nos Win.
Winen.
Quine.
So we're gonna do it again real quick. So Ehe. Cho Wika.
Chawika.
De Miquen Dessine.
De we Casine.
Miquen. So Miquen.
Me Quinn.
And De Miquen.
Me
So and De Miquen.
De me Quinn. Dessen.
And De Miquen Dessine. So say it with me.
Da me cause Quinn.
So it might be now. I know this is definitely harder because we are kind of reading it, like in as you're kind of learning and getting used to it. Sometimes reading will trip you up, so that's why I'm also kind of saying it before so you can kind of hear me. So kind of listen to wherever I'm going to say it right before, then you try. That's probably going to help you more. And then you can kind of like visualize it as you kind of go along. So Nde, Miquen, Dessine.
Decine.
So Nde, Miquen,
Nide McQuinn.
Dessine.
Decine.
So Nde, Miquen, Dessine.
Nide McQuinn. Decine.
Ni Noswinen.
Ni Noswinot.
Winen. So Ehe, Chowika,
Chawika.
Nde,
Nde
Miquen,
McQuinn.
Dessine.
Decine.
Ni
Ni
Noswinen.
Noswinen.
So, all right, we're gonna say it together. 1, 2, 3. Ehe, Chowika,
Chawika.
Nde,
Nende. Me
Miquen,
Quinn de Decine. Ne. Ni
Ni Noswinen.
Noswin.
Noswinen.
Noswin and
Noswinen.
Noswinen.
Ehe. So, next line.
Ahau. Gui Miquenabwa. Wait, let me start. Miquenabwaban.
Woman.
Winne.
Winen.
Me which
Miguet.
me which
Sketch.
sketch
Sketchy.
Mayak
Mayuk.
Mayak
Sketchy Mayuk.
Sketcha Mayak
Skejemayak.
Skejemayak.
Uh-huh.
Mama P.
Hey, Godowiguez. So just another reminder, because I know whenever we got these skits in front of us to have that phonetics out in front of you, like as far as the consonants and the vowels and how they sound. Because I know as you're kind of like wanting to read through and maybe you want to go through it fast, but maybe something's a little new until you get used to what those are and how they sound like or wherever. I kind of want that right beside y'all whenever y'all have the skits out, as far as those consonants and vowels, and then kind of have that out wherever as you're reading it. Let's get the next. We still have people that haven't gone, right, on Zoom. Because we're doing good on time. If anybody hasn't gone, let us know and you can jump in. Let's see, anybody on the chat? All right, let's go ahead and move on. So let's see, let's pull up seasons. If you could get the seasons PowerPoint out. That's the next one we're going to be going over. We're just continuing with time from Tuesday. So let's see, do a new share. Stop share. Okay, I do share screen again. There we go. Okay. Can everybody see the handout?
Uh-huh.
All right.
Yep.
Let's. So let's see. I'll click to the next one. It'll let me. There we go. Okay. The Guaget, autumn or fall. So lightweight huts were woven out of cattail plants to live in while harvesting wild rice in the autumn season. While the corn was drying on the stalks in the early autumn, most of the able-bodied people of the village dispersed in family bands to harvest their designated thicket of wild rice. Some of the teenagers stayed in the village to protect the corn and harvested vegetables from roaming animals. Elders sliced the pumpkins and squash and then dried the slices of vegetables along with the beans in the sun. Go through the next one. So Neben, summer. Let's go ahead and say that other one too. Deguaget. So that's fall. And this one is Neben, summer. During the summer, we maintain permanent buildings in villages near flat bottom land, suitable for gardening and lakes where fish were plentiful. It was here that the entire village would gather to live about 5 months during the remainder of the year. The members of the village dispersed into small extended family households to seek out food and resources. So, summer village. This next one is Babon. Bon. Winter. Hunkering down. As the first snow flurries floated down in the autumn, small family bands of Potawatomi left the lake basins and journeyed up into the hills where ridges would block the bitter winds and the forest would provide game to hunt. This next one is Tekep. Spring. Tekep. Early spring was the time when the winter camp would be partially dismantled. Some of the women and children and elderly might even start the track to the summer village by the lake, but the men, boys, and younger women headed to the shoals and waterfalls of rivers where the sturgeon were running upstream to spawn. It's our 4 seasons. Kind of right now we're just kind of like going through last Tuesday we covered telling time and then times of day. Tonight we're going over months and years and seasons as well. So stop share and then get to the next one. The next one is it's kind of got a chart right here. Let's see, I'll get that shared up here if I can find it. I think it's 13 months. I'm gonna have to close it again. Let's see. 13 months. There we go. Share screen. There you go. Can everybody see that? Joe?
Uh-huh.
Dang it, Marilyn. Let's see.
Top part.
So yeah, I'm gonna zoom out. So everybody see the chart now, which everyone should have gotten these handouts. So you'll have this attachment to print out if you need to. And then we're kind of gonna go over each one. I believe this chart was done by Don Perot. So we can kind of look through it here. And you see the 4 seasons in the middle, and then all the 13 moons. And then we're kind of going to go over how it's kind of different in different communities. And then I'll pull up a chart that shows that. But right here, what he's got here, because we're going to go through this chart a couple times. That way you can kind of get familiar with all the terms, kind of start getting in your memory. So 13 moon calendar of the Nishnabek. First moon, Babon Gizus. So say it with me, Babon Gizus. So the moon of snow and blizzard. Second moon, Kichenoden Gizus. The moon of the winds. So Kichenoden Gizus. So it's on the back. Oh, tricked you. All right, I'm gonna start over. Yeah. So Babon Gizus. The moon of the snow and blizzard.
What month does the first one equate to, roughly?
So I'm going to pull up a chart that's going to show that here later.
And I know the moons are different than the months, but is it roughly like the winter, December, January, I guess?
Yeah, I got something that should show that. Yeah, because we're going to be going through a few charts, but you'll see that as we go through it. So
okay, thank you.
Anyways, but Babon Gizus, the moon of the snow and blizzard. So the first moon, and then Kichenoden Gizus, the moon of the winds. Zisbakdok, hold on. So Zisbakdok Ke Gizus. So the moon of making maple sugar. Zisbakdok Ke Gizus. So Zisbakdok Ke Gizus. So the moon of making of maple sugar. This next one, the fourth moon, Gitagan Ke Gizus. The moon of planting time, fourth moon. So Gitagan Ke Gizus. Moon of planting time. Fifth moon, Waskon Nadol Gizus. The moon of flowers. So Waskonadol Gizus. The fifth moon, the moon of flowers. This next one is Daemon Gizus, the moon of strawberries. Sixth moon, Daemon Gizus. This next one is Nod Nok Jesus, the moon of gentle breezes. 7th moon. Nod Nok Jesus, moon of gentle breezes. 8th moon. Kitchashate Jesus. So the moon of hot weather. Sounds like Gajate. Kitchashate Jesus, the moon of hot weather. 9th moon is Kishkak G Jesus. Yeah, that one's a little long or whatever. So let's break it down. So Kishkak, Kishkashk. Yeah, I did it wrong the first time you heard me. So Kishkak Ki, Kishkash Ki, Kishkash Ki. So Kishkash Ki G Jesus. So Kishkash Ki G Jesus. That one you kind of, yeah, you kind of skipping into that one on that one. So the moon of harvest. Say it 5 times fast now. No. Yeah. Yeah. Kiji Jesus. So you're almost skipping on that g. Just like it's another example. So on that kind of like the Gitagan Ke Jesus and the Zispak Dok Ke Jesus, how you're kind of skipping on the k. You're kind of doing the same thing here. So Kish Kash Ki G Jesus. So Kish Kash Ki G Jesus. I'm kind of struggling with it myself. So Kish Kash Ki G Jesus. Yeah, Kish Kash Ki G Jesus. Yep. Yep, there it is. Yeah, you just kind of have to keep doing it. That's a really long one. Yeah. Kash Ki. Yeah. Here, Shelly, you want to get up here and do it for us? Yeah, that sounded good. But so the 10th moon is Banakwi Jesus, the moon of falling leaves. Banakwi Jesus, the moon of falling leaves. This 11th moon is Kwemi Jesus, the moon of frost. Kwemi Jesus, the moon of frost. 12th moon, Pistenyam Jesus, the moon of cold weather. So Kisenyam Jesus, the moon of cold weather. 13th moon, Agmosuk Jesus, and the moon of snowshoes. So yeah, we went over Agmuk. So Agmosuk Jesus, and the moon of snowshoes. All right. So it's Julie, you were asking about a chart that was kind of breaking that down. We're going to kind of look at that. Let's see. I don't know why my stuff closes. There we go. So this is what it looks like, the chart. I can find the image. There we go. So stop share, go to new share screen, and then I'll kind of zoom in on that. And then I'll drag it over here. see, can everybody on Zoom see that?
Kunage.
Eh,
Yeah, and I noticed that none of those actually correspond exactly to the 13 moon calendar that you shared with us, but these
Yeah.
also say like Michigan and Wisconsin and Kansas. So is
Yeah,
the
it's a
one
li-
that we talked about the one that would most closely correspond to Citizen Potawatomi?
The one in Kansas, just because we're down south, probably would be the one, well, I mean, it depends on where you're at. That's kind of why we got that chart. So I wouldn't necessarily say that. I would say wherever you were closest to based on community.
Okay.
So wherever you're living. So let's see. You can see it's kind of different, and it shows based on each community, and it's a little different, like on the time wise. And then you're asking about the months; it has them lined up on the left there. For let's see, we'll just kind of go through each one. So for Michigan and Indiana, Kitchum Cole Jesus. So Kitchum Cole Jesus. It's Big Bear Moon around January timeframe.
Any of those.
So Nkok Gizos. Nkok Gizos. So it's Little Bear Moon. Nkok Gizos. Little Bear Moon. This next one, and that was for February, around March timeframe is Namupne Jesus. So it's got those two feathered E's in there. Namubne Jesus. Suckerfish Moon, around March timeframe. This next one is Zispoktoke Jesus. It's Maple Sugar Moon. Zispoktoke Jesus. Maple Sugar Moon. And that's around April timeframe. This next one for May is Gitagan Jesus. Hey, Gitagan Jesus. Planting Moon around May timeframe. And then for June, Damon Jesus. So Strawberry Moon. Damon Jesus. For July, Optanibne Jesus. So Midsummer Move. Y'all remember that Opta for halfway, and then you remember Neben for summer. So this is halfway through the summer. So Midsummer Move. Optanibne Jesus. For Midsummer Moon around July time. So Minke Jesus. It's August. Minke Jesus. Berry Picking Moon. This next one is Zabogya Jesus. Zabogya Jesus. It's for September timeframe. So Zabogya Jesus. September. So the leaves are turning yellow. So October is Wate Bugya Jesus. Wate Bugya Jesus. Wate Bugya Jesus. Yeah, because it's got that feathered E. So Watebyag, excuse me. Watebyag Jesus. There you go. I think I said it wrong. Which one? October? Giagisus, yeah. Yeah. So Wateb Giagisus. Yep. So colored leaves moon. Wateb Giagisus. October. See, I needed to practice too. So and that was around October timeframe. So October, November, Banakwi Jesus, leaves have fallen. So Banakwi Jesus, leaves have fallen moon. This next one is still around November timeframe. Babon Jesus, so snow moon. Babon Jesus, snow moon. And then December, Apte Babon Jesus, midwinter moon. Apte Babon Jesus. Okay. And then some of these are the same. We're just going to kind of go through it again for each community. So for Wisconsin, Kuchumko Jesus, Big Bear Moon. This next one is Mkok Gizos, so Bear Moon. So and that was for February. Around March timeframe, Namubne Jesus, Suckerfish Moon. Namubne Jesus for Suckerfish Moon. Zispakwatok Jesus. Okay, so that one was a little different than the Michigan and Indiana one. You see the W in there, so it kind of making that W sound. Ziesbach, Watok, Watoke, Jesus. Ziesbach, Watoke, Jesus. Just make sure you do that W sound for that one. So sugar making. So, and that's a lot of W speakers. I mean, you kind of see that every now and then, but, so Bagon Jesus, leaves moon, Bagon Jesus, Gatage Jesus, planting moon, Gatage Jesus, planting moon. This next one is Damon Jesus, strawberry moon, Damon Jesus. So that is kind of like still through that May time frame. So Bagon Jesus, Get the Gag Jesus, and Damon Jesus, leaves moon, planting moon, and strawberry moon all around the May time frame. In that same month. And then Damon Jesus, still going into June. Strawberry moon again. And then Goch Agag Jesus. Goch Agag Jesus. So that apostrophe is kind of like a pause there. And Goch Agag Jesus. So tilling moon. That's still for June time frame. So now we're kind of back to the same. Opta Nebne Jesus. Opta Nebne Jesus. Half summer moon. Minke Jesus. Blueberry picking moon. Minke Jesus. Blueberry picking moon. Manom Nukke Jesus. Manom Nukke Jesus. For rising moon in a September time frame. Wazal Bogya Jesus. For a yellow leaf moon, so like Weezawa is yellow, or Wazal Bogya Jesus. Wazal Bogya Jesus. This next one, Wateb Bigya Jesus. And I kind of jumbled right there. So Wateb Gia Jesus. Remember when you see like a Y, it's not just the Y sound sometimes. Sometimes you're hearing the E right before that Ia, that Ia. So Wateb Gia Jesus. So I kind of think that right before the Y, there's like another I there. So Wateb Giagizis. So Wateb Giagizis, leaves changing color moon. So I said it again because I needed to say it again. This next one is Banakwi Gizis. Falling leaf moon for November. Banakwi Gizis. Falling leaf moon. This next one is Gilse Gizis. So for hunting moon. So Gilse Gizis. Remember that IW is eel. So Gilse Gizis, hunting moon. It's around the November timeframe still. And now we're going into December. Geshemnadol Gizis. It's Great Spirit Moon. So Geshemnadol Gizis for Great Spirit Moon. And then still in the month of December, Babon Gizis. Babon Gizis for Winter Moon. All right. So covered up north. Now we're going down south. So Kutem Kol Gizis. Big Bear Moon around January. And then for February time frame, Namubne Gizis for Trout Moon. Namubne Gizis for Trout Moon. So around March, Tajak Gizis for Crane Moon. Tajak Gizis, Crane Moon. And then around April time frame, Bakon Gizis for Bark Peeling Moon. Bakon Gizis, Bark Peeling Moon. And then around May time frame, Damen Gizis, Strawberry Moon. Damen Gizis. This next one is Skomne Gizis. Excuse me, Skomnuk Gizis. Skomnuk Gizis. Raspberry Moon. So Skomnuk Gizis for Raspberry Moon, and that's around June time frame. And then back to the same, Optanibne Gizis for Midsummer Moon. Optanibne Gizis for Midsummer Moon. This next one is Nibne Gizis. Nibne Gizis, a ripening moon. Another meaning for summer is like the time of plenty. So ripening, when things are ripening. So that Nibne, Nibna, that's that Nibne Gizis. This next one is Mshawe Gizis. It's Cottontail Moon. Mshawe Gizis. So Cottontail Moon. Wait, no, I think no, I said it wrong. Excuse me. Because for Jackrabbit. Jouet. Yeah, Jouet Gizis. Excuse me. Jouet Gizis for Cottontail Moon. Jouet Gizis. Cottontail Moon. So Jouet Gizis. Cottontail Moon. And then Shkukwakuk Gizis. Forest Moon. Shkukwakuk Gizis. Kind of sounds like forest on that one. Tukwakik. Shkukwakuk Gizis. So Forest Moon. Shkukwakuk Gizis. Forest Moon. This next one is Pokmenesen Gizis. Cranberry Moon. Pokmenesen Gizis. Pokmenesen Gizis, Cranberry Moon. Pokmenesen Gizis. is Cranberry Moon. Babongesus for Snow Moon. Babongesus for Snow Moon. McColgesus, Bear Moon. McColgesus, Bear Moon. All right, I think we made it through all the communities. Let's see. We got a couple more handouts.
Oh, so many.
Let's see. All right, here. So I'm gonna pull up, see how we doing on time. We got 15. All right, so we kind of sent y'all some extra charts, and then we sent y'all everything kind of we got like for all the communities, depending on where y'all are living at, on what moon it is or what month. And then I think some of this stuff has some of the days, and we went over that Tuesday. But see, if y'all can pull up the months of the year trivia, that handout, and I'm gonna get that up here. Let's see. Okay, if I can, I'll get that. So months of the year. Well, if it'll, here, I'll close it out, close current tab. Here we go. Okay, new share. Stop share, new share. Months of the year trivia. All right, let's see. I don't think we really need to see the top of the title, so try and zoom in maybe. No, that cut it off. Can everybody on Zoom see the handout?
I have it.
Yeah, yeah. If you can open it, that'd probably be like a lot easier than probably going off my screen. So I would kind of say, Julie, you were asking which one would be closer to Citizen Band. I would say like going off of this the chart we just went through, the one that has all the communities shown, that based on where you live, I would use those for your answers when you're going through the months. So for us Oklahoma people in here, the Kansas one. So. Let's see. There was one more thing I was gonna do. Oh yeah, there.
Then there was also a handout that was a Citizen Potawatomi calendar for 2002 that had a month assigned to each moon.
Yeah. So
there were so many handouts. I'm sorry, I got kind of confused.
Again, that's probably based on here in Oklahoma. So that's why that chart up there, where it says from different communities, it shows based on the region. So
I totally get that, because all those things would happen at different times in different parts of the country. And
yes.
We don't make sugar in Oklahoma or Kansas. So like you wouldn't have those things. Like all those things, it totally makes sense that those would be different because
exactly.
of the way the climate's different and different, like it changes in different at a different time pace. So it totally makes sense.
Of course. And then there was one more thing that I was going to show y'all, like as far as on the years, which that's pretty simple. But I remember we had some questions about like specific use of Shedge, but I kind of explained at the beginning of the class today that we really don't be going into the higher numbers, but if you want to, you can. Basically what I was told, kind of like as far as using the MENA and the Shedge from like the hundreds and the tens, you can kind of use MENA first, and then the Shedge it could be from those tens to the single digit numbers on that sketch. I was gonna pull up a year calendar that I was kind of working on and stuff and kind of show some different examples of some of those bigger numbers. But again, that's kind of like, as far as like what year it is, like the Roman calendar, that's more of a modern concept and stuff. So that's not traditional at all, but just in case somebody wanted to see those bigger numbers, I'll probably show that here in a little bit. Yeah, like some are overlapping or stuff like that. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Like, so it would tell if you could see just the can one. Lined up or I mean. Yeah. Unless you want you. Probably not based on where you're at. Those things are happening. Like, that's big, stuff like that. I mean, like, if you're aware of the big things that's happening in different areas. I would.
So you could say like you're like first time. Like.
Well,
But.
as far as like like going back to like time, like why we have that, like the only reason why those are kind of up there is because we do. So not necessarily writing and keeping a ledger. This happened.
Right.
It's happened in January. That's like it's. Yeah, they on your memory. Yeah.
How could if you were to the same location that I was born during Strawberry dinner? They not the same.
Same numbers, but-
Yeah. Okay. So how do we want to get? Are these ones I need to like the right?
So, so we were kind of just giving y'all like basically everything, get out there.
Okay, so.
This is the one that's gonna help. That's part.
So this one says 24,000.
So this one is like, it's for historical, like a lot of Christian homes, or a lot of them have these, so they line up, have some names. And I would, this, he wanted to fly their time, what was going to the other parts. The other parts, and how to drill.
And those fees. Okay, cool.
And I can go first. Yeah, we're kind of have the answers up there. Yeah.
They kind of fractions also equal season. We are.
Yep, like with St. John.
That was interesting.
I give us hints. Give us hints for people to think about time. And what is, what is Easter during 2013? Is that 13?
But this is also kind of, like what we were talking about the block or whatever, it's also this way you can become familiar with as far as like the words, but like having it lined out, like as far as an exact time frame, I wouldn't stress worry about too much of it. But as far as you guys go, I would say study the games and so, but I probably not gonna count anything wrong. Like if you do another area that you wanted to, and stuff like it. How close to get?
That's not happening.
Like yeah. It's not gonna be too far though. I'll tell you that like maybe on there, but you might be looking for. You're not gonna be left out. So the whole purpose of where we're is kind of see the question and then see if you can answer it first, and then just try to go further through the test. See kind of what. I'm just kind of see where everybody's at. So. It's just a knowledge check. That's all it is. See how much you retain. Another thing I kind of wanted to go over is like I don't know if everybody on Zoom can hear me, but a lot of our stuff, like as far as like handouts and just like individual words, are you writing it down? Are you reading it? Are you trying to pronounce it? Are you doing that? Now I know handed out a lot, but are you kind of practicing your own with like each one? Y'all are kind of already, and I heard tonight when y'all were reading through the skit, a lot of y'all were making your own corrections. Just from what you've heard already, like if you've heard it once before and then you do it again, and you're already starting to become familiar with how a lot of the things sound and stuff. So that's kind of help you on your own individual study time too. The fact that y'all are hearing it right here, and those recordings are going to be available, and you'll be able to hear the skits again, how to pronounce, and then going back to those audios. Whenever you look them up on the dictionary, you can see how it sounds. You sound it out on the dictionary.
Yeah, sometimes it'll play some tempo.
Sometimes it's usually like connection or signal frame. On Wi-Fi. Well, sometimes it is Wi-Fi. I've noticed that you hear it on the Wi-Fi, and that way, you know, I have to refresh it, I have to close it out, bring it back up again. But have y'all tried on that? Y'all, might be that will actually probably be more easier.
Do you need his email?
Like as far as clicking on the audio.
Yeah. I'm not ready to begin. Like nothing about this. Yeah, okay, so it's like I said, 12 off the and he's not said anything. And then I'm looking for Steve's. Can you look on that? Look under Steve. The whole set and stuff. I'm looking for it like. No, I mean, this is the email, babe. If you look at the email with Paulson and stuff.
Like that.
If Steve's name is.
Basically, whenever that is.
I'm looking too.
So, like, are you talking about the ones that have more than one in the bottom? Yeah.
Like the Pokemon.
Oh, the Pokemon? Yep, I see it right there. Pokemon Geese.
It's like, so now we know.
Just add it to the thread.
Yeah, I remember.
I gave him already.
that what that means? Because it says October, November.
Yeah, it's within, sure if it's, later October or it could be both, I think it would make most good later go. We just go, get the one right before was for October, it's got block gate Jesus. So, Portsmouth and then, Green, whenever these are.
So STED.
So whenever you start.
One, three.
So next to that. Or it was good. But yeah, Forestville. Leaves. Every start to notice. Bottom.
You might see if you got it. What does the little bear change the Jesus instead of Nicole's?
Come on for that.
Instead of Nicole's Jesus, you got Nicole Jesus, one for Wisconsin, little bear.
Okay, because that's all one word. And that S making it small at the end of it, like. So,
Got one bit behind the bear.
yeah, this is together with it. But I see what you're saying, because it's not separated. Not two words, but one. Why the heck them in? And then also the O. Yeah. I'm gonna have to get back to you.
I'll forget I asked him in 10 minutes.
I'll remember you did ask me though. I'll get back to you on that.
Cole, printing the dictionary.
Yeah,
I did not know you didn't have it for salad.
we can do that.
Yeah, it's It's just, it's gonna be very good. You can't do it for everybody, but.
So, I just wanted to show you, sorry, where are you? 7:31. I wanted to show you guys, y'all can still kind of work on this if y'all got the handout, but I was gonna show y'all one more thing. I didn't actually send it, but I did send this one. Kind of start off with this, what I scanned today. Let's see, we've got new share. And then, so for those, which, we was kind of going over Sketch. Right here, I just kind of want you to pay attention to those, the differences on that first number. You see 1. Here, I'll drag it over. That way our in-person people, I kind of have to see it, but I'll drag it over here in a minute. But that Ngolt still 1 for 1,000. Ngolt Tolsuk. And then Nishosuk for 2,000. And then that sway that's normally 3 because it's sequential is Solsuk, but it's still kind of similar. And then the Niaolsuk 4,000 and Nianosuk 5,000. Get Watsolsuk for 6,000, and then Noak Solsuk 7,000. And then that I don't think I scanned the other one, but I was just kind of showing you like as far as like some of the ones that kind of change sequentially, and then kind of pull up that year calendar. It's not year calculator, it's not finished yet, but if I can do a new share year calculator. So these are kind of like, again, some of these bigger numbers are like a lot of the stuff that we wouldn't necessarily, we wouldn't get this high. But this is kind of some examples of what you can do. Like
I love it so much.
The 1,000, so right after the 1,000, have the Mina and then Goat Tosuk, Mina Shock Walk, Goat Wat Somtene Home. So if you want to add like what year it is, you would just say Pon or Babon. So like for how many winners. And then even though this is kind of like we kind of shorten it in English 1960, somebody might be able to figure out what you're talking about, but that Mdatso Shet Jacques and Goat Wat Somtene 1960. These are just kind of some examples. And then as soon as I get this finished or wherever, I'll send it to y'all. But just as far as the years, but again, this is like kind of like the Roman years and stuff. It's kind of the way it was kind of explained to me on same thing with the year and the clock. This is basically an unnatural way of describing time, how we wouldn't normally do it, but just another way that another avenue you can kind of use the language besides the traditional 13 moon cycle. That's how we would have done it. Here, I'll kind of drag it over for in-person people to see. But yeah. All right, we're kind of 6 minutes over. If y'all have any questions over the handouts we've sent out, like as far as any of the worksheets, and you want us to check them, just go ahead and email us, and we'll see y'all next Tuesday. Miigwech Jack for coming, and hope y'all had a good class.
Igwin.
Bounty.
What?